Welcome to UXL, where you can learn new skills anytime and anywhere. Visit uxl.com to explore our full course selection. This lesson is part of a larger course. Check the video description below for a link to the full course where you can enroll. If you enjoy our content, please like and subscribe. For your convenience, the course cover displayed on your screen provides the complete course title and lesson title. Let's proceed with the lesson. Lesson: Control Baselines and Tailoring Security Controls. Control baselines and tailoring security controls are foundational concepts in the domain of governance, risk, and compliance. These practices are essential for the effective implementation of security measures within an organization, ensuring that the controls are both comprehensive and appropriately suited to the unique risks and requirements of the organization. Security controls are protective measures put in place to mitigate risks to an organization's information systems and data. Control baselines provide a standardized set of security controls that can be applied universally across various systems. However, to address specific organizational needs, these controls often need to be tailored to better align with the particular risk environment. Control baselines serve as a starting point for security control implementation. They are predefined sets of controls that provide a generalized, one-size-fits-all approach to security. These baselines are developed based on industry standards and best practices and are designed to cover a broad range of security requirements. One of the most widely recognized sources of control baselines is the National Institute of Standards and Technology Special Publication 800-53. Which offers a catalog of security and privacy controls for federal information systems and organizations. The baseline controls in EST SP 853 are categorized into low, moderate, and high impact levels, reflecting the potential impact on an organization should a security breach occur. Pause. However, while control baselines provide a solid foundation, they are not a one-size-fits-all solution. Organizations have unique environments, risk profiles, and regulatory requirements that necessitate the customization or tailoring of these baseline controls. Tailoring involves modifying the baseline controls to better fit the specific context of the organization. This process includes adding new controls, enhancing existing controls, or even removing controls that are deemed unnecessary or irrelevant. The process of tailoring security controls begins with a thorough risk assessment. This assessment helps to identify the specific threats and vulnerabilities that the organization faces, as well as the potential impact of these threats on the organization's operations, assets, and individuals. Based on the results of the risk assessment, organizations can determine which controls from the baseline are applicable and whether additional controls are needed. For example, an organization in the healthcare sector may need to implement more stringent access controls to comply with the Health Insurance Portability and Accountability Act regulations. One of the critical aspects of tailoring security controls is the concept of scoping. Scoping involves narrowing down the set of baseline controls to those that are relevant to the specific environment. This is particularly important for organizations with diverse operations, where certain controls may be applicable to one part of the organization, but not to another. For instance, a multinational corporation may need to tailor its security controls differently for its offices in different countries, taking into account local regulations and cultural considerations. Another important aspect of tailoring is the enhancement of controls. This involves taking a baseline control and modifying it to provide a higher level of security. For example, a baseline control might require that user passwords be at least 8 characters long. An organization with a higher risk profile might enhance this control by requiring passwords to be at least 12 characters long and to include a mix of uppercase and lowercase letters, numbers, and special characters. The removal of controls is another element of tailoring. While it is generally advisable to retain as many controls as possible, there may be situations where certain controls are not applicable or are overly burdensome without providing significant security benefits. In such cases, organizations can document the rationale for removing these controls ensuring that this decision is based on a thorough understanding of the associated risks and is approved by the appropriate authorities within the organization. The process of tailoring security controls must be well documented and consistently applied. This documentation should include the rationale for any modifications to the baseline controls, the results of the risk assessment, and the approval of the tailored controls by the appropriate stakeholders. Proper documentation ensures that the tailoring process is transparent and can be reviewed and audited as necessary. The effectiveness of tailored security controls must be continually assessed and adjusted as necessary. This involves regular monitoring and evaluation of the controls to ensure that they are functioning as intended and are providing the desired level of security. Organizations should establish metrics and performance indicators to measure the effectiveness of their controls and should conduct periodic reviews to identify any gaps or weaknesses. This continuous improvement process is essential for maintaining a robust security posture in the face of evolving threats. Statistics highlight the importance of effective control baselines and tailoring. According to a study by the Ponemon Institute, the average cost of a data breach in 2020 was $3.86 million. This underscores the significant financial impact that security incidents can have on organizations. By implementing tailored security controls, organizations can better protect themselves against such incidents and reduce the potential costs associated with data breaches. 7. In addition to financial impacts, regulatory compliance is another critical driver for tailoring security controls. Various industries are subject to specific regulatory requirements that mandate the implementation of certain security controls. Failure to comply with these regulations can result in substantial fines and legal penalties. For example, the General Data Protection Regulation in the European Union imposes strict requirements on organizations regarding the protection of personal data, with potential fines of up to 20 million euros or 4% of annual global turnover, whichever is higher. Tailoring security controls to meet these regulatory requirements is essential for avoiding such penalties. Another example is the financial industry, which is subject to regulations such as the Payment Card Industry Data Security Standard. This standard requires organizations that handle credit card information to implement specific security controls to protect cardholder data. Organizations that fail to comply with PCI DSS can face significant fines and may lose their ability to process credit card transactions. In conclusion, control baselines and tailoring security controls are critical components of an organization's security strategy. Control baselines provide a standardized set of controls that can be applied universally, while tailoring allows organizations to customize these controls to better fit their unique risk environment and regulatory requirements. The process of tailoring involves scoping, enhancing, and in some cases, removing controls based on a thorough risk assessment. Proper documentation and continuous monitoring are essential for ensuring the effectiveness of tailored controls. By implementing tailored security controls, organizations can better protect themselves against security incidents, reduce the potential costs associated with data breaches, and ensure compliance with relevant regulations. The integration of these practices into an organization's overall security strategy is essential for maintaining a robust and resilient security posture. This concludes the lesson. We trust you found this video informative and engaging. To enroll in the complete course, please use the link provided in the description below. At UXL, we are committed to your learning journey. Each course offers a certificate of completion, online support, and downloadable resource files to enhance your experience. If you found our content valuable, we invite you to like this video and subscribe to our channel. Thank you for joining us, and we look forward to supporting your continued pursuit of knowledge.